Biotic or living components of ecosystem. The biotic components of ecosystem are all the life forms, that is plants, animals and microorganisms. They are grouped into producers, consumers and decomposers. Producers are green plant, consumers are all the animals including herbivores, carnivores and omnivores, and decomposers are certain microorganisms like bacteria and fungi. They interact and affect each other, and they also interact with the abiotic components. Let's understand about producers in detail. Producers, also known as autotrophs, are organisms which are able to synthesize their own food. Green plants, blue-green algae, that is cyanobacteria, and some photosynthetic bacteria are producers or autotroph. They produce food for themselves as well as for other members of ecosystem. They capture sun's energy during photosynthesis and convert it into organic food. During photosynthesis, producers also release oxygen in the atmosphere, and this oxygen is utilized by all life forms for the process of respiration, and by the process of respiration they release energy. Thus we can say that sun is the ultimate source of energy for all living beings on earth, and all nutrients and energy enter the living world through these producers. The next group of organisms that we have are called as consumers. Consumers are heterotrophs, which means they cannot synthesize their own food. Hence, consumers depend directly or indirectly on producers for their food requirement. All animals come in the category of consumers, and consumers are referred to as heterotrophs. They are put into three categories: herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. Let's understand about herbivores. Herbivores are the primary consumers, and they are the animals which feed on plants and plant products. Herbivores are called as primary consumers or first order consumer. Example of herbivores are rabbit, deer, mouse, goat, sheep, cattle, horses, etc. Seed-eating birds are also called as herbivores. Let's move towards the next group of organisms, which are called as carnivores. Carnivores are flesh-eating organisms, and they are called as secondary consumers. These animals prey upon herbivores, which are primary consumers. So carnivores that eat herbivores are called as primary carnivore or secondary consumer, whereas carnivores which prey upon primary carnivore are called as secondary carnivores or tertiary consumer. Example of primary carnivore are fox, snake, frog and small fishes, whereas example of secondary carnivore are a snake feeding on a frog or a wolf preying on fox. Other example of secondary carnivores are peacock, owl, tiger, lion and many other large fishes. Let's move towards the next group of organism. The next group of organism is called as omnivores. Omnivores are animals that eat plant as well as other animals. Example, crow, human being and bear. The third group of biotic factor that we have are decomposers or reducers. Microorganisms like bacteria and fungi break down complex organic compound from dead and decaying remains of plants and animals and fecal matter into simple inorganic substances, and hence they are called as decomposers. These microbes absorb some nutrient and release other into environment, and thus they help to replenish nutrients in soil. These nutrients are again utilized by producers, therefore decomposers improve the soil fertility. Transformers, they are special group of bacteria which disintegrate the simple organic substance into inorganic form that are suitable for reuse by producers. The decomposers and transformers play a very important role in recycling of minerals and nutrients and maintaining the dynamic nature of ecosystem.